Hi everybody, and welcome to this video about being stuck in spiritual seeking. Spiritual seeking is all about enlightenment and its attainment. But how do we think to attain enlightenment? Of course, by understanding it, we say. Understanding with the mind? Question mark. Looking for the intellectual understanding is what many people begin with. They are in a gathering information stage. And people in this stage heard of awakening and enlightenment. They want to achieve it, but don't know how. They just know it's great. And their stuckness comes from the belief of needing to do something in order to come closer to enlightenment. They are not aware of their ego and of its thoughts yet, and think that enlightenment is something they can reach with their ego at hand. But then if the seeking would stop and in a moment of stillness, the truth may reveal itself, and then suddenly it becomes clear that there is no and was no intellectual understanding of enlightenment. There's no understanding with the mind. It's all an understanding with the heart. And it says, "Suddenly I realize my own eternity, my absolute freedom, and my incredible capacity to love. But nothing has changed. I was always like this. I will be like this forever. I was enlightened, and I will be enlightened always." And a new stage begins, the stage of application. And people in this stage know and have experienced an awakening, and probably it wasn't abiding. The funny thing is that this knowing and the memory of having experienced it feels like an understanding of the mind, which it isn't. But mainly, of course, it feels like not being able to sustain the understanding of heart. So to some degree, it is like dropping back into the first stage. And in addition to this, there's another belief that increases stuckness at this stage, the belief of needing to do something to sustain enlightenment, and that getting distracted from being conscious is something bad. So let me explain. Personally, quite often I get caught in daily stories, for example at work, and I start to worry about things and pity myself, stuff like this. So after a while, suddenly realize I was totally gone into my human part and completely forgot about the being part. Why didn't I pay attention from the beginning? Why did I lose control? Why did I waste all this time to get back to work on being awakened? Well, this is where I should stop. Everybody should stop. Waste time? At least I should know, after my making all these videos, there is no time, there's only now. And there's only enlightenment, and no, not enlightenment. Here are a few quotes for you. "The search is rooted in a rejection of what is, the ordinary life. In a way, it's a kind of death. The death of the seeker is a plunge into life itself. It's a revelation of what is already there, of what has always been there. The very idea of a search must begin by thinking that something is missing. What if you knew that nothing is missing right now, that nothing is needed for your experience of aliveness, except being alive? What need would there be for a search? What would you hope for? Picture it right now. What do you want in the future? What would it give you if you had it? Whatever it is, Is it not available right now in your own being? Everybody is enlightened. Enlightenment just is a word for talking about your true nature. The problem is that almost everybody is in a wild, frantic attempt to unenlighten themselves all the time without even knowing it. Most people are unenlightening themselves constantly. And in this enlightenment right now, you experience feelings you choose to experience. So if you do not feel enlightened right now, you chose to not feel enlightened right now in your enlightenment. You are enlightened now.